But it's interesting. It does feel like UFOs are having a moment, Avi. We had the congressional hearings. It's sort of something everybody's talking about. It's all the buzz with these stories and the testimony. But it seems like in the scientific community, there's almost a different feeling, at least in relation to the latest developments in the hearings. I want you to listen to something Neil deGrasse Tyson said to Elizabeth Vargas, and then I'm curious what you think about it. Let's take a listen.
Well, in science, what people perhaps don't know is that eyewitness testimony is some of the lowest form of evidence you can bring to a scientific conference, which is odd because in the court of law, it's considered quite high. So here we are in these hearings thinking that the pedigree of the person delivering the information adds truth value to what they're saying. Whereas in science, part of what modernized science was our ability to create methods, tools, and machines to replace human senses in the reporting of what we experience. So I just need better data.
I'm curious what you think, Avi, because, for us, it does feel like a moment. It's very exciting with the testimony, and it feels like we're getting new information. But do you agree with him? I mean, from a scientific perspective, is it a little less, is it more underwhelming?
Well, the problem is really that people like Neil are pretending they really care about data, but are not seeking the data. He is talking about it, but he is not practicing science. And what I'm trying to do is go to the Pacific Ocean, where we know there is an object that came from outside the solar system, and study it. Now, it's possible the government may have some materials, some evidence that we have no access to, but the sky is not classified, the oceans are not classified. And if Neil deGrasse Tyson was really curious about this question, he would have been seeking the evidence rather than saying, we don't have evidence, it's an extraordinary claim, you need evidence in order to say anything, but he's not actually doing it. And practicing science is very different from talking about science. He's talking about science. I'm practicing science. I write scientific papers, I publish, and I actually follow the evidence. And so that's what we try to do. Now, what I find strange is that many scientists resist this approach of trying to collect the evidence. Not only that they're not engaged in it, they are trying to push back and say it's a waste of time. And I say, you just sit back and relax. Let the science be done the way it should be done. And I am really curious if the government has materials or information that is currently hidden from view, because as a scientist, I agree with Neil that we need access to the data. So the fundamental question for me is whether we will learn about what lies outside the solar system by studying what's at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean before we learn it from politicians in Washington, D.C. Or maybe some miracle will happen and we will learn from government as well.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we're all waiting for the government to come through and tell us everything. But for people who don't realize, I mean, Avi was literally out there with this massive, rake, essentially, raking the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, this massive mission, and they actually found these little stones. And it was kind of unbelievable that you were even able to find these things out there. Yeah, there they are, right.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite remarkable because these are less than a millimeter in size, and we searched across a region of 7 miles in length, and the depth of the ocean is more than a mile. And we managed to find those things. And, many of the scientists pretend to be a scientist, but they are not really seeking the evidence, and they push back with very strong opinions that are not supported by anything. So I'm saying, let's bring back science to where it belongs, collecting evidence rather than talking about it in talk show. Speaking about the implications, of course, there would be huge implications. So I have a new book coming out actually in a few days. It's already available for pre-orders, and it talks about how significant such evidence would be for the future of humanity. It will inspire us to do better, to study what lies out in space, because it will be a wake-up call from a neighbor.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.